Curtis don't want to play right now. I don't know why. I'm just gonna let Curtis go. I'm gonna let Curtis go. He don't want to play no more. Uh-oh, now he want to play. Now he want to play. No. We ain't gonna do that. I just wanted to share that. Fair use. I put the disclaimer 107 in there. I do not own the copyrights to this music. Of course I don't. It's Curtis Mayfield's music. Curtis's birthday was yesterday, and I missed it. I was supposed to actually get on later, and I didn't get on, but appreciate anybody that's going to check this out. If y'all not Curtis Mayfield fans, y'all not even music fans. If you don't like Curtis Mayfield, you don't even like music. What's up, Ariane? What's up, Angie? I'm going to say hello to anybody that I see peek in the room. Curtis Mayfield, to me, he was so inspirational because I had all those albums as a child. When my mother had all those albums as a child, and I used to look at all those albums, and you know, Curtis Mayfield, he was a ridiculous talent. You know, he was a ridiculous talent. Little man. He was a little guy, but he was a huge talent. And you know, he was just like, I look at him and I look at people like Teddy Pendergrass, and you know, I mean, they were just ridiculous talents. People don't understand. Teddy Pendergrass went away from here as we knew Teddy's voice. We knew Teddy's voice and his stage presence and all of that. But Teddy was a fucking drummer. Teddy could have easily had a career where we didn't know who Teddy Pendergrass was. Literally. But I'm glad Harold Melvin, you know, couldn't sing, and whoever couldn't really lead, and Teddy just started singing one day, and it was like, damn, who's that? And it was like, that's the drummer, and then da-da-dee-da-da-da. It happened kind of that way, but, you know, I wasn't there, so. But I heard he basically was, like, unknown, and I guess they knew he could kind of sing, but he didn't have no drumming to do that day, so he was really singing, and then next thing you know, he's leading Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes. So, happy belated birthday to the late, great Curtis Mayfield. We'll continue to play music through Black Music Month. June is Black Music Month, and I don't want to forget that. They call it Black Music Month, Black Music Appreciation Month, African American Music Month. I hate that term. You already know I hate that term. So, you know, hopefully this makes it into our local pages, makes it into the Be the Power page. I need this shared because we're going to talk about some seriousness here. I mean, I got some things on here that I want to talk about simply because it's current stuff. It's current news. So I need the stuff shared into our local pages simply because a lot of people aren't really talking about this. I mean, you don't hear about baby formula shortages in Ann Arbor politics because people that are traditionally in Ann Arbor politics page, they ain't got no problems with not getting baby formula because those people generally don't need assistance getting baby formula. See, a lot of this had to do with the WIC programs and the welfare programs and the people who are on assistance. That's why they really didn't talk about it when they showed up in Dearborn and dropped all that baby formula off. And it was snatched up in 13.7 seconds by all them Arabic families. See, they try to make it seem like it's just black folks in need of WIC and welfare and all kinds of stuff. And nah. Go on down to Dearborn. Go on down to Dearborn and see how many people you see standing in line for free shit. Dearborn's got its own ghettos. Dearborn's got its own faction of poor ass people. Hell, you ain't even got to go to Dearborn. Just go to the south side of Ypsi. Yeah, there's Arabic people in the white townhouses now. Living. And them motherfuckers still might own a party store or two. Who knows? But yeah, they try to act like It's just black people that was having an issue with the baby formula. But you know goddamn well if it was just black people, they wouldn't have been sending off to Australia and Switzerland and the Netherlands and shit like that to get baby formula. It had to be a faction of white folks, or at least non-black folks, that needed that baby formula, or Joe Biden wouldn't have got on the call talking about, hello? Yeah, what you got on the baby formula? We need some Similac, Jack. That shit happened quick. Once there was publicly all them shortages, I mean, Abbott's been closed for months. Abbott's been closed for months. That facility's been closed for months. They knew they were going to encounter shortages. They knew there was going to be formula deserts around this country, and yet they did nothing about it. And then when it got real tight, you got all them detention camps down there, and I still don't understand if motherfuckers in detention camps, how they still having babies and shit. Y'all still letting them live in there like regular motherfuckers? I mean, if they came over here with some kids, them kids need to be like a couple years old now. They shouldn't be on no baby formula. But there's new babies being born in these detention camps. So y'all got habitable situations like that up in there where y'all letting them fuck and procreate and shit on the dollar of citizens? Because they in detention camps. You ain't letting them leave out and work and shit. They there. They getting fed 3 hots in a cot off the government. And y'all letting them be in there and procreate and shit? Okay. Y'all going in there talking about abortion laws to them in the detention camps? Okay. Stay out of black neighborhoods talking about abortion. Go into detention camps talking about abortion. You done canceled out about 25 million black Americans with your abortion laws over the last 50 years. Go over there and talk that shit to them. Yeah. So, I did want to speak on what's happening locally, but yeah, Abbott is going to be back up and running. They're going to be producing baby formula back like never before, because all of a sudden that plant is good. You trying to tell me that plant couldn't have been good before? Y'all wasn't pressing. Now you got pressed. Now they done got Molly made up in that bitch, and it's lickety split. Sturgis, Michigan, about to get that bread back. You know, there's an influx of income when plants like that are open. The employees are going to go back in there, and they're going to go to the restaurants, and they're going to shop at the stores and all that shit. A lot of Sturgis restaurant residents, people that are around there, I'm sure lost their jobs. Those people get to go back to work. Joblessness, homelessness adds up to addiction. And I bet you there is a faction of people in Sturgis, Michigan that are on meth, crack, heroin, all that shit. Pills are just an afterthought now. You go to small towns like that, they get riddled. They get riddled with fucking pills and shit. And it's an income source to them. A lot of people in them small towns, they be making out. They keep going to get their scripts. They be slinging pills. That's their hustle. But you can't get that money to go get them pills if you ain't got the plant open to get that check that's paying you money that you can't pay your bills with. That's why you slinging pills. So yeah, that looks like that's about to open again, and hopefully those people can get back to work and get this baby formula back out here on the shelves. You know, because they've been shipping it down to the detention camps, making sure the illegals had some. But make sure the legals have some, Joe. You said you was going to look out for black people. You said you had their back when they voted for you. I can't say I voted for them because I didn't. And I don't expect Joe to have my back. Joe doesn't have my back because I didn't vote for him. I put descendants of slavery in the box. With my number 2 pencil, that's what I put in there. Descendant of slavery. And after we went down that down ballot train to nowhere, it is what it is. Looks like they got somebody in custody from the Belle Isle hit and run. For those who aren't in Michigan, Belle Isle is a big park. Well, it's now a metro park, I guess. I forgot that they turned it into a metro park. In the city of Detroit. This weekend, they're having the Detroit Grand Prix there. I guess it's the last time that the Grand Prix will go through Belle Isle. It'll be downtown, whatever. But last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, murderous Memorial Day, because there was a lot of murders on Memorial Day. Knives, cars, guns, yeah, drownings. A lot of murder, a lot of death on Memorial Day. A 23-year-old Ypsilanti person, male, ran over some folks out there on Belle Isle, and one of the girls died. One of the girls died, and I think the other girl is critical. And I think there was some other people injured, but that was the most serious situations that was going on. So yeah, somebody's dead because somebody decided to drive a Crown Vic along the sandy beach of Belle Isle. That's some ignorant shit. And I want to know the backstory to this. Was somebody chasing him? Somebody chasing him? I have a hard time believing he just hit the accelerator and said, I'm going to drive along the beach and scare some folks. He's 23. And I know 23-year-olds, they do some stupid shit. They do some stupid shit. I get it. But 23's from Ipsy, and he always goes, was somebody chasing him? Had he got down there and got to talking slick on the aisle and somebody got to chasing him? I need to know why he was in the position that he was in to where he had to ride on the sand with the Crown Vic. You know, Crown Vic is a rear-wheel drive car. He easily could have gotten motherfucking stuck in that Crown Vic on the sand. And what if they'd have ran up on him? He's spinning his wheels in the sand. Wouldn't have been a good look, but he got away, but not until he hit somebody and killed them and hit somebody else and injured them all fucked up too. Sister Alice, how you doing today? Thought I saw one more person pop in here. I don't get a lot of people. Hold on one second. Oops, no. Coco, what's going on? So, Ypsilanti's they've had a week. They've had a week. I mean, they had the barricaded gunman who is now deceased. He killed himself. And I actually had a back and forth with one of his kinfolk. And she came to me respectfully and just said, you know, that the media portrayed the situation a little bit differently. And she wished that the police, the authorities would have handled it differently. But, you know, the one thing that I did know was that I didn't feel that force was used correctly. I mean, he had a gun. I got it. And supposedly his girlfriend broke up with him, so she's now his ex-girlfriend. I got it. But why do you need to pull a gun out because she steals something from you? I mean, just call the police, bro. She's got my bank card. Or if you know she's got your bank card, let her go use it. Let her go use it. She's going to show up on camera using your bank card in a store, at an ATM, if she's got your password or whatever, PIN code. Let her use it. Do you have that much money in the bank that you need to even call the bank and be like, hey, stop that card because I don't want to deal with no bullshit? Or do you just have enough in there for her to go attempt to use it and fuck herself up? Because she can fuck herself up for life just by using your card. And you got $37 in that motherfucker, I really wouldn't worry about it. Now, if your whole check just got dropped in there and you had to pay some bills and things like that, yeah, I'd probably be a little upset. Drawing down on her? Nah. Shooting at her? Nah. It's not worth it. Now he gone. And she here still and she'll be with somebody else. It's the beginning of June. She'll have a new boyfriend by the 4th of July. She'll be at fireworks with somebody on the 4th of July. Guaranteed. He said something about some demonic BS had a hold of him when he crashed. Demonic, he said something about some demonic bullshit. Well, what was he doing? I hope they don't try to attribute this. I'm about to get Umar on y'all. I hope they don't try to attribute this to cannabis. Because cannabis don't make you do that. Cannabis, hemp, anything, any form of it. Whether it be an extract, an edible, I don't give a fuck. You could inject cannabis right into somebody's veins. It ain't going to make them feel demonic. And it ain't going to make them feel like getting behind a vehicle steering wheel, pressing gas, driving on a beach, and knocking people over like fucking bowling pins. Sorry. He gonna sit. He killed somebody, he gonna sit. They'll get him with vehicular homicide. I don't know if he's got anything else hanging. I don't know. I mean, you know, he killed somebody with a car. So it's vehicular homicide, first, second, or third degree. How long he gonna go to jail? I don't know. That's up to the courts. But he already in a situation where it looks like he's trying to cop in, please. No more shopping sprees. He's copping, please. So, hey, did y'all get a chance to go down to the the festival? I'm about to call it a festival, but it's not. I think I guess it turned out good. It looked like a lot of white folks is down there. I didn't see as many African Americans as I anticipated after this motherfucker about 25 years old. I would expect it would be just inundated with African Americans. Freedmen, I don't know. But African Americans, I fully expected them to be down in Ann Arbor today. I don't know. I saw some Negroes down there, saw some coloreds. I didn't see any Freedmen, though. Did they have any, like, meaningful speakers or anything? Or was it just kind of a shuck and jive fest and they did a whole lot of dancing and singing, concerts and stuff like that? You know, and then had the vendors on the side. You know, I saw some people walking through the vendor lanes and, you know, it looks like a lot of white businesses made a lot of money. Definitely looks like a lot of white businesses made a lot of money. That's good. That's good. If y'all gonna keep giving them y'all money, that's good. You know, I mean, goddamn. If you can't beat them, join them, I guess. You know, I don't want to start a business up or I don't want to patronize a black business, but I'm going to give you my money, Mr. White Man. Yeah. Y'all saw how y'all do it. See, y'all have these festivals and white people supposed to come buy this shit from y'all. White people ain't just supposed to go buy shit from white people. That's what the Ann Arbor Art Fair is for. That's what the Greek Festival is for. That's what the Main Street Fair is for. But y'all let them come to the African American Festival and not have no African American businesses down there. And now look at you. Who was frying the catfish today? Did Mo go down there? I ain't talked to him. Did he go down there and fry some fish? Rhonda Joe Petrie McGill. So, I just want to know, who was frying the fish today? Did they bring in Jimmy Clyburn to fry some fish for the Ann Arbor African Americans? Jimmy Clyburn has a world famous fish fry in South Carolina. He could have brought a couple fillets up to the Deuce. Yeah. Y'all think Jimmy Clyburn frying catfish and he giving y'all sway. He giving y'all sway politics. Y'all think y'all eating catfish politics. He giving y'all sway. Yep. So, got a little update on the Patrick Leona case. People aren't really paying attention to this case anymore because I think because real charges haven't been brought against the officer, he's just right now on an extended vacation? Because when you're suspended from work, you don't get pay. That's not a vacation. Your bread gets cut. But right now, he's on an administrative leave with pay. So this is just an extended vacation. And he's not at home. They say his family has gone to stay elsewhere. Them motherfuckers out of the state right now. They would not take the chance to be in the state of Michigan right now. They are out of state and they are on vacation. Man. I am being blessed here. I am totally being blessed here by someone who I had never known you to watch any of my casts, and now you don't watch 2 out of my last 4 or 5 lives, Lynn. How you doing, lady? One of my mother's very, 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 very best friends. Yes, indeed. So, Patrick Leona, he died, obviously, in vain. He got stopped on a traffic stop, 8:14 in the morning. It's probably not the time that he needed to die. But now they're coming out with some bullshit. So when they come out with some bullshit, I find some bullshit. Only thing is, my bullshit is verified. Their bullshit, I'm a little leery on. Because we've seen the video. I've seen the video tens of times. Some of you have seen the video hundreds of times, but I've seen it at least tens of times. Different angles, different time frames. And the one thing that I do know about Patrick Leona at 8:14 a.m., forgot what date it is. I forgot the date. Trying to be thorough here. That's not very professional that I just forgot the date that he got murdered. But I guess that's not really important, right? So at 8:14, they said Patrick Leona had 3 times the amount of alcohol in his system that you need to have to be considered legally drunk. 3 times. He was super drunk. This is what they said in the toxicology report said. I hadn't heard it up until now. Now, I know that the story looks like it pushed out sometime in May, but the news really didn't even jump on it. Because I think the news kind of knows it's bullshit too. If you look at the video, this man was outside the vehicle before the cop got out. Standing strong. Now, how old was he? 26? You trying to say that he's super drunk? He didn't stagger, stammer, stumble. His speech was a little fucked up, but I really believe that had to do with just the fucking language barrier. Because he understood what was going on. The guy asked for his license. He reached in. He said, hey, give me my shit, da-da-dee, da-da-da. And when he took off, only reason he didn't really get away from Christopher Schur, the one who sure blew his head off, the one who sure executed him, the one who sure, you'll know in a moment, sure shouldn't have became a police officer. Oh, I got proof on that. The only reason he didn't get away from Christopher Schur that day was because he was sagging. Patrick's pants were down around his fucking hamstrings, and he was trying to hold him up as he ran, as he fled. I believe that if he had his pants on properly and he had some shoes with some traction, I think he'd have busted Christopher's ass, 1, or 2, he would have just been able to break a tackle and get away. But seeing that his pants were sagging, that negates all of that activity. That's why I don't understand sagging pants. It inhibits your ability to be able to walk. It inhibits your ability to be able to walk. It inhibits your ability to be able to walk. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It inhibits your ability to be able to walk. So what the fuck do you think it's going to do for your ability to be able to run? Run. Yeah. It inhibits your ability to be able to walk. Now, it's going to inhibit your ability to be able to run. That's not good. That's not good. What's going on, Brother Lax? How you doing? So, when you have situations like that happening, why would you think to run? A2 misses you, bro. Why would you think to run? Eh? Just why would you think to run? Give me one quick second, looking for a number here. Hey, I got a Livonia for you. Yeah. .5 of Oreos and 3.5 of Slurricane. Yep. James Hill. Yep. 586-354-7999. Yep. 354-7999. 29425 Hathaway. Yep. All right. So, Christopher Schur was a college athlete. And Christopher Schur was a well-known college athlete. He was actually a record holder at Siena Heights University. Set the school and conference record in 2014 for clearing 17 feet 1 3/4 inches on the pole vault. Zach Widner, a former Siena Heights teammate of Schur, said he knew Schur as a good person, but said he also had a high-strung demeanor that vented on occasion if he failed to meet athletic expectations. He might throw down his pole or something like that. He would get frustrated, who was a distance runner, Widner was. I remember when Schur told him that he planned to join the police academy, and at that time he wondered whether police work was really the best fit for Schur because of his temperament. Ryan Lucas, who helped recruit Schur from high school to Siena Heights, shared similar concerns because they go looking for people. They want like people that give you character witnesses and shit like that. People give you character witnesses, you know, they give you character assessments and things like that. That helps them out. So what happened was people shared their intel, but they still brought him on anyway. Much like the chief of police in Grand Rapids, he came with a lot of baggage from Chicago, and they still hired him as the police chief. Then he still hired Christopher Scher as a cop. So it was no different. So you got one bad cop who came from Chicago, he became chief of police. Then you got another bad cop who came from Siena Heights University, and there you go. It says that he shared similar concerns about Scher becoming a police officer. Lucas told New York Times a story about when Scher's tenacity served him well as an athlete, but it was hard for him to turn it off. Scher graduated from the university near the top of his class with a bachelor's degree in business accounting and a minor in criminal justice. But after several people had said that they questioned his ability to be a police officer who would probably be able to work it fairly, he was still hired in Grand Rapids. Now, 8 years later, he's become a murderer of Patrick Leona. Patrick Leona got to America in 2014, whereas Christopher Scher was getting his college education and trying to figure out life as a business accountant, and he had a minor in criminal justice, which doesn't necessarily take you to being a police officer. I mean, look at Jerry Clayton. You know, Jerry Clayton didn't even finish college, and he's the sheriff of Washtenaw County. You don't have to go to college and graduate and have a degree in criminal justice to be sheriff. You just have to, yeah, okay. So yeah, Christopher Scher absolutely should not ever have become a cop. Let's see. It says he set the conference record in 14. So he could have set the conference record in 14 and been a freshman. It just says that he set the school and conference record in 2014 for the pole vault. It looks like I gotta plug in real quick here. Make sure that's in. Okay. You know you old, Coco. So yeah. Went to Siena Heights, starred in track and field, got out, became a cop. Now he is a murderer of a black immigrant. I don't know what else to say on that. I really don't. I don't know how to follow that. Oh, I absolutely believe he was out of shape. He was huffing and puffing too much. I mean, you know, guys can look physically fit, but Patrick Leona was giving him a run for his money. You know, God bless the dead. But Patrick Leona gave him a run for his money, and I believe he was running out of gas, and I think he knew, if I lose it here, I don't have a second win, I'm going to tap out, and he going to tap that ass. Whereas I don't believe Patrick Leona was really trying to be violent at all. I think Patrick Leona was just trying to get away. And that wouldn't have worked if he'd have gotten in the car. They had the body cam and all that stuff, and the dash cam. It wouldn't have rained. I mean, you know, driving like a 2005 Nissan Altima in Grand Rapids, and they're saying he had a bad play. It would have been found. He would have been found before the day was over. So the whole run-in thing, I just didn't get. Take your plate charge, bro. If you got to sit for a couple hours, your mama and daddy gonna come down and get you out. You know, just sit. When he was trying to run, I mean, he should have been able to tackle, secure Patrick Leona. When you looked at the physicality of him versus Patrick Leona, he should have been able to tackle him, shackle him, call for backup. I got a couple other people here, sit them on the curb. Him not being able to get Patrick Leona to the ground and then tasing him and, but then they talking that 3 times the legal drunk limit. You ain't tasing somebody that's got that much alcohol in their body. Their body is weak. Alcohol is a downer. It's not an upper. Now, if you tell me that he had some type of PCP, angel dust or something like that in his system, that's one thing. But they're saying he was liquored up 3 times the limit. And a taser couldn't finish him off? Something was wrong there. Something was wrong there. Just saying. So. Oh boy. What else is going on, man? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah. I got a reverb on that. I just went to my page. Okay. So appreciate all the likes on the Freedmen Media page. When I'm mobile, they don't allow me to go live on my page. I gotta be like in Wi-Fi, so they won't let me do it. I don't know why. I mean, LTE picks up the other stuff, but for some reason. Oh boy, this is a mess. And it was so crazy that I saw this on the 8th of May and I didn't actually speak on it. Shit just gets hazy and I get stuff pushed in front and front and front. But this is actually a really big deal right now as we get closer to Juneteenth. As we get closer to Juneteenth and, they're making billions of dollars off the Juneteenth brand. The Juneteenth brand been just disrespected. And I would hope y'all motherfuckers stop using red, black, and green for your Juneteenth celebration themed color. Hold on a second. Are we not? Oh, you know what? That might have been it. I don't think I was pressed all the way in the charger. Sorry. And it gave me that we're about to go dead thing again. So hopefully, hopefully that was at 20% when it did that. Because if this video goes dead, I don't think it would be because of bots or anything that I said, because I've been on too long at this point. But I got a low battery, and for some reason, it wasn't charging, but I think my charger just wasn't pushed in. That's what I'm thinking. But as we get closer to Juneteenth, this thing that happened at Morehouse in May, where they brought on, and hopefully you guys have seen it, they brought on this woman. Morehouse College. Morehouse. The most prestigious, historic, all men's black school on the planet. Brought in a Caucasian woman to sell the Morehouse brand. Morehouse College brought in, Paula Wrestley to be the chief brand officer and vice president of strategic communications, marketing, and admissions at Morehouse College. Anybody see anything wrong with that? Errol Harrison Bay. Haven't seen your name in the chat before. Welcome. Or did you just hit it by accident and you're just scrolling through and like, I don't want to hear that shit. So, yeah. Morehouse needed a little bit of assistance to push the brand. So they went and got a white woman. Really? So all the teachers are strapped? I mean, do they have to go through like CPL training, or they just got up there and just got to throwing them, you know, guns and stuff? Thank you. George is thinking a little proactively. School's about to be out, so they'll have a little time to do a little training, a little target practice and things like that. Wow, so yep, they trained them. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Morehouse. I tweeted and I tagged is it called a tag? I tagged Samuel L. Jackson, notable Morehouse alum, and I tagged Spike Lee, a notable Morehouse alum. I hope, you know what? The gun shouldn't even come out unless somebody is coming into their classroom that shouldn't be there. If it's just a student that's in the class, because they need to put together some tactical training and there should be measures. I mean, I understand things can escalate quickly, but there should be measures before a teacher grabs that gun. And the measure really should be for domestic terrorists. I mean, if it's just a kid that comes to your class every single day, what you drawing down on him for? You probably know he's not a threat. Now, if there's been suspicions that he might be carrying this, that, and the other, they need to take that kid through the proper channels. And if something happens, because I'm sure if now they've got guns with teachers with guns, they've got a metal detector that school up. So kids don't bring in guns thinking like, I don't want some teacher to shoot me, I'm going to bring my gun in. They need to make sure that every student is not armed with a gun. And boy, they need to do hell of background checks on the teachers that they do bring in that are certified to carry. So, yeah. The capitalizing of Juneteenth, the brand, just went to another level. I guess this was at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. And I know the size of these containers. I know the size of those containers. Those containers are small. And they've got Juneteenth watermelon salad at the Children's Museum in Indianapolis. Juneteenth watermelon salad at the Children's Museum in Indianapolis. Now, I don't know if this is the Children's Museum of African American history or if it's just the Children's Museum where just anybody goes, like the Hands-On Museum or the Detroit Science Center or something like that. Because that's not steered directly towards black children. That's just a children's museum, a children's, place to go. But either way, you can get a Juneteenth watermelon salad at the Children's Museum in Indianapolis if you plan on heading by there. Watermelon salad. Juneteenth watermelon. And somebody in the comments said, I don't see what the problem is. Africa, watermelons come from Africa, and this and that. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if they was growing watermelons in the pyramids, bitch. I don't want no white person selling me no motherfucking watermelon while simultaneously celebrating the day that we were freed from slavery. And you gonna sell it to me as a healthy choice? No, the healthy choice was when you freed me, motherfucker. That was the healthiest choice you made, was to free me and my people. Let my people go. Yeah. So, boy, they've been giving it to Tyrannosaurus Rex Burt. Giving it to her. KRS-2. They've been giving it to her. She shouldn't have trolled black men so hard. People are saying that the Texas shooting was a setup. There's a video of the shooter running around, shooting at random, what? Shooting at random people, and they left the back door open for him to enter the school. So supposedly a teacher went outside and then propped the door open, and when she came back, the door didn't latch. That's now a story that they're using. I also didn't like the fact that the resource officer, you know, the person, the cop on duty, was mysteriously absent from the school premises. Now that's your job, to secure the school. And you just so happen to leave the school right then. You compromised the school right then and nobody knew you were gone. Nobody knew the police officer who secures the grounds has left the grounds. That's grounds for arrest. They need to put him in the hot box and be like, look, nigga, why did you pick that few minutes to leave? Well, now it looks like he was in there a long time because them cowardice ass cops didn't go in that bitch. But why did it take you that long to figure out, I'm gonna leave, and not give nobody a notice that I'm leaving? So now the grounds are now compromised. None of the cops that were there went in and stopped the parents from entering. Nah, they was like, go on in there and get your kids. Go on in. Oh, there is somebody in there shooting, just so y'all know. Yeah, that's what the cops was doing. Cops was out there directing traffic and shit. It looked like game day in Ann Arbor. They was out there directing traffic, letting the parents come in, like making sure they got in the roundabout. Oh, you want to go get your kids from the shooter? Yeah, go ahead. I guess one of the, what do you call him? One of the immigration people, he working and he sees something happen and something like, whoa, what happened? They're like, man, you know, I guess he doesn't have a gun. Whatever he does, he doesn't have a gun. He was somewhere and he's like, man, you got a gun. There's a hostage situation at the school my kids go to. Oh yeah, I heard it was putting bracelets on kids. But I heard some other parents basically got through. Like this parent, he said he went in there. He was with somebody. Oh, that's right, because he said the cops knew him. So the cops knew somebody from a different type of division of law enforcement, and they didn't even go in with him. He said he got into school. Cops couldn't get into school. They couldn't find the key. They fumbling and bumbling with keys and shit, but other people being able to compromise the building and get in there and get their kids. Yeah, y'all full of shit. Shit in the game. Shit in the game. Telling you. Yeah. So more will come out of that. More will come out of that. There's going to be some law enforcement that were involved in it. What I really want to know is, because now that I'm brought out the kind of weapons that he had one of the most expensive AR-15s on the market. But he had a part-time job at Wendy's. He had like 4 different assault rifles, some of the top-notch type shit. Tactical gear and this, that, and the other. Where did he get all that artillery from? Crew leaders at Wendy's don't get that type of bread. Your ass working part-time? Salvador? How you get them guns, Salvador? How you get that tactical shit, Salvador? I want to know. %40 of the city's funding goes to that police department. God damn. The crazy thing is, it's like 15,000 people there, but they got like 7 schools. And that school, I was talking to somebody about that. That's not a regular school. That school is only 2nd grade through 4th grade. It's not a full elementary school. Robb Elementary is only grades 2 through 4, 2, 3, and 4. It's not kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's only 2nd through 4th. Not even a whole ass elementary. Then Joe Biden gonna go down there and be like, yeah, we're gonna tear this bitch down and rebuild it. I mean, you got 15,000 people in a city. You got 7 schools, and I think it's 2 high schools. Ann Arbor's got 130,000 people in the city and only has 3 high schools, well, technically 4. 130,000. What y'all need 7 schools in Uvalde for? Oh, you know what they got? They got schools for the American kids, and they got schools for the Spanish-speaking kids, and they got schools for the kids that can speak a little bit of both. Damn. And they also got schools that they know are densely populated with illegals, which I heard Robb and them other schools are densely populated with illegals because it's 80% Hispanics down there. They right next to the border. They feet still dangling in the water. Yeah. Yeah. So, it is what it is. It's out there near San Antonio. It's a little ass town, yeah. Yeah, it's a little ass town. 15,000. 15,000. 7 schools, though. And they're not even like full school. It's like, 1 through here and then 2 through there. And that. Really? Yeah, they trying to push gun control. Really what they're trying to do is push the narrative away from crazy ass white killers. Crazy ass white killers. Salvador, I know he was Hispanic, lived white. Sorry, seen pictures of him. He didn't live like a quintessential Latino. He shot his grandmama in the face. Latinos, by and large, are really, really respectful to their abuelas. I'm not sure how people getting these guns like the way they're getting them. They say, oh, he bought it legally. I'm like, but he was crazy. Did he do any type of psych eval, any type of background check? I see people going out getting revolvers and semi-automatics and this, that, and the other. But when a motherfucker wants something that he's never had before, like, how about a just basic questionnaire? And what do you plan to do with this AR-15, Mr. Ramos? Mr. Gendron? Mr. Yada, 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 because they all get them. That is the motherfucking white race soldier motherfucking assault weapon of choice. All you need to do is ask a motherfucker why he need an AR-15. Why you need an AR-15, bro? You ain't going hunting with this motherfucker. You'll rip the flesh through any deer with an AR-15. What do you need an AR-15 for? And you've never even applied for a gun permit for it, so you're not even a gun enthusiast. I'm telling you, it's all fodder. They start talking gun control in open carry states. They'll be like, okay, we're going to do it. 3-card money with the gun control ball and shit. Da-da-dee-da-da-da, 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 da-da-dee-da-da-da. Oh, so Texas is like, fuck that. This Joe Biden? Oh, this Joey B. I thought Texas was doing that. This is Joey B. trying to do the gun control. Sales for guns skyrocketed after that shooting. God damn. They're probably about to have a Juneteenth AR-15 sale. Yeah. Juneteenth AR-15. They're going to call it the AR-15th. Get this AR-15th with your Juneteenth coupons. People going to be at Walmart lined up getting them AR-15s. I'm here for the AR-15th, Juneteenth. Yeah. I tell you, I don't know what's about to happen, man. Did that help? Yeah, that helped a little bit, yeah. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Dude checked his wife and kids out here in Michigan on Memorial Day weekend. They never even said shit about it. The Memorial Day shootings and drownings and killings and all that shit masks that. A family of 5 gone. Wife, 3 kids, and he checked himself out. They ain't talking about that, though. What about that gun control? I don't think he had an AR-15. See, that's what I'm talking about. This ain't got nothing to do just with assault rifles. This ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking just assault rifles. It's got to do with crazy motherfuckers. And I know they want to keep touting that on CNN and C-SPAN and MSNBC and hell, even Fox. Even Fox. That the Tulsa shooter was a black man. No, he wasn't a black man. He was a Haitian. We're not going to take that L. We're not going to take that L. He was not a black man. He was a Haitian. Just because they got melanin don't make him a black man. He was a Haitian. And they keep talking about him, but ain't nobody talking about his name. Only people talking about his name is the black media. I'm a part of that, y'all. I'm a part of the black media. Y'all know that? We need to start getting paid for this, I guess. Cops are outgunned. The country's obsession with guns is a serious pathology. Absolutely. This company was secured with guns. This country was secured with guns. Therefore, the country became captivated with guns. And it's never changed. Never, ever changed. Yeah. So, when you think about all of the killings, all of the guns and things like that, and they say they bought them legally, of course they did. Just like Michael Louis Baptiste. bought his guns legally. Is everybody up on the backstory of the Tulsa shooting? I know some of y'all actually read and shit. So, if you haven't read about the Tulsa shooting, which came just after the 101st anniversary of the Tulsa massacre, that was where white race soldiers killed black people. Here, a tool of white supremacy killed black people, because that surgeon was a freedman. He killed that surgeon, a renowned surgeon, a freedman, killed him. Michael Louis Baptiste. Yeah. Michael Louis Baptiste was the Tulsa shooter, but they just want to tell you that his name is Michael Louis, so he could just be a black man. But no, we're not taking that L. His name is Baptiste. Baptiste. And no, he don't go to Bethel. He don't go to Second Baptiste. He is a Haitian. 2 black doctors, 2 freedmen, killed by a Haitian because he was in pain. Well, I guess so, nigga. You had just had surgery 6 days before. Really, motherfucker? I mean, he had just had back surgery. So the last thing he needed to do was be up in the hospital shooting motherfuckers. You're supposed to be in pain. You just had surgery. Generally, what comes immediately after the surgery is the pain. It gets worse first. Surgeons always tell you that. It gets worse first. That's how my marriage was. It got worse first. Coco, you better not laugh. Y'all gonna fuck around and be related in a minute. But yeah, they keep saying black man killed by a black man, doctor is killed by a black man. No. Y'all remember them people that was getting beat back into the water with them whips by them cowboys, them Mounties? That's his people. That's Michael Louis Baptiste people, them Haitians. Yeah. It was getting them back in the water. They was trying to get them back in the water so they could swim back to Haiti. That was Michael Louis Baptiste people. That wasn't my people. My people was the one that got gunned down in that bitch. They were freedmen. Physicians, doctors. Credits to their race. Benefits to their society. Models in their community. Yeah, nigga said he was in pain. He said he was in pain. Now, I would have upped his dosage on some painkillers or something. But he had just had surgery. You supposed to be in pain, man. You supposed to be in pain. Just because you just had surgery don't mean we took your pain away. We took the problems that was causing your back issues away. But the pain is going to persist until you heal, Michael. I don't know why I'm talking to him. He dead. Coward ass motherfucker. All these serial killers is just, they kill me. You're a domestic terrorist. Immigrant. Domestic terrorist. Not a black man. Not a freedman. A Haitian. Yeah. Y'all pretty much know what that means when the coffee's gone, right? It means I've got to drink flavored water. What? Nah, I ain't heard about no shooting in no Phoenix Mall. My baby's out there in Arizona. She ain't gonna be out in no mall right now though. She's taking care of my grandson. Speaking of that, I think I thought I saw a text from her. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. Gotta check it real quick. A 14-year-old died and 8 others were injured. What about the shooter? The shooter go? I'd rather these motherfuckers go because I don't feel that they need to go through the court system and, get sentenced and go to prison and all that. If they're going to do all this, then at the end of it, they need to just go. They need to be vaporized. Sorry. Is that crass? Is that, is that hard, cold? Sorry. Yeah. I just want him out of the paint. Why do they need to sit around? He killed a 14-year-old, a baby. You got to go. If they're not going to kill themselves, guilty. Take them out back. It was a handgun. Okay. So there goes the assault rifle thing. Limit the amount of magazines and limit the amount of. Okay, so it's a handgun. So now what are they going to say? Have they identified the shooter? This shit's about to get wild out here this summer. Straight cowboy shit. Motherfuckers just killing motherfuckers just to be killing motherfuckers. It's crazy. Wow. They started shooting and it hit the girl. Oh, there was a fight that broke out between two parties. Got it. Two more groups of motherfuckers who can't throw hands, so they gotta throw bullets. Well, you can't throw hands, you gotta throw bullets, then throw all their ass in jail. Don't even matter. It doesn't matter whose bullet critically injured the girl. Y'all pulled them out, y'all go. Bye. Bye. When you sitting there waiting for your trial, let your hair grow. Go ahead and let your hair grow. Because they're going to put it in a ponytail when you get in jail. Victims range from 17 to 24 and the 14-year-old. Wow. So the dead victims, 14. So 14 to 24. All babies. All babies. Under 25-year-old people. I mean, there is adults in there, but those people had not begun to live their life. That's a goddamn shame. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. It is what it is. 14-year-old was only, okay. Brother Lax, you go take care of that wife of yours, that family of yours, and get back to Ann Arbor for some fall football. Supposedly we're supposed to be pretty good. Supposedly we're supposed to be pretty good this year. I mean, we made the college playoff, but I don't want to be like State. I don't want to be college playoff and then be 6-5. So I'm not saying shit until I see we're about 7 or 8-0 on our way to possibly a Big Ten championship, showdown with Ohio State, and maybe another college football berth. And I don't want to hear about no fucking mask in the fall either. Monkeypox, stay the fuck away from Michigan. Stay in them raves in Europe. That's where they said the shit started. It started in rave bars in Europe. Stay on over there. We don't need that shit over here. Let them have monkeypox because we got Joe Biden. It is what it is. Y'all be good. One love.